Did you know Japan isn't just home to sushi, bullet trains, and peaceful temples? It's also home to over 90,000 people living past 100. Not just surviving, but walking, thinking, laughing, and living life with a clarity and independence that shocks the Western world. Japan doesn't just have the most centenarians, it has the healthiest ones. Now compare that to the US, where billions are poured into gym memberships, supplements, fitness trackers, new diets, and wellness trends. Yet most people still face joint pain, chronic fatigue, hypertension, and cognitive decline well before they hit 60. So the question becomes, what exactly are the Japanese doing differently? And the answer, surprisingly, isn't found in a bowl of miso soup or a plate of fresh sashimi. It's not good genes. It's not some ancient herb or mystical secret. According to researchers from Harvard Medical School and Stanford University, who studied the oldest Japanese adults, many in their late 90s and well past 100, the key wasn't in what they ate. It wasn't even how they exercised. It was something far more subtle and far more powerful. They discovered that long-lived Japanese elders consistently practiced 6 simple daily movements, so effortless and gentle that Western doctors once dismissed them as too basic to make any difference, until the data proved them wrong. Brain scans, fall prevention studies, joint imaging, cardiovascular tests, years of longitudinal research, all pointing to one thing: these 6 low-intensity daily habits were reprogramming the body, protecting the brain, and extending life. And among them, shockingly, one movement performed for just 2 minutes a day was linked to a 7-year increase in lifespan. So if you're over 50, if you wake up with knee stiffness, if your reflexes feel slower, if brain fog creeps in more often than it used to, stay with me, because you're about to discover the 6 ancient Japanese movement habits that support clarity, mobility, balance, and strength, without sweat, without equipment, without pain, and without the gym. Before we dive in, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. I read every single one. Number 6, the art of slow walking, Sampo. Forget every idea you've ever had about walking for exercise. This isn't power walking. This isn't hitting 10,000 steps. This isn't burning calories with earbuds and an app yelling directions in your ear. This is Sampo, a quiet, mindful, meditative Japanese practice that elders perform every morning. And it may be one of the most underestimated longevity habits on earth. In Sampo, you walk at half your normal pace. No rush, no stress, no pounding on your joints. Just slow, deliberate, almost elegant steps. But here's the special part. Sampo includes a specific breathing rhythm. Inhale for 2 steps, hold for 2 steps, exhale for 4 steps. That's it. Simple, yes, but simple doesn't mean weak. This combination synchronizes the cardiovascular system with the nervous system. It clears mental fog. It reduces blood pressure. It activates the deep stabilizing muscles that fade with age. It even rewires the balance system, the same system responsible for preventing falls. A 10-year study from Kyoto University found that seniors who practiced slow walking with breath control had 62% less arterial stiffness, stronger gait patterns, better posture, and the walking efficiency of people 20 years younger. Why? Because walking slowly forces the feet to fully interact with the ground, heel, arch, toes, activating all 33 joints in each foot. Those microsignals travel straight to the brain, retraining balance and coordination in ways the gym never could. Most people won't sweat. Most won't even feel like they're exercising, but after a few weeks, many report feeling lighter, clearer, and more stable than they have in years. Tip: start with 10 minutes on a natural surface. Grass, sand, dirt. Uneven terrain wakes up the stabilizing muscles that protect your ankles and hips. This isn't walking. It's a reset button for your brain and body. Number 5, Radio Taiso, the 3-minute morning ritual that moves a nation. Every morning at exactly 6:30 a.m., a gentle piano tune plays all across Japan. Not a news broadcast, not traffic updates, not weather. It's the national cue for Radio Taiso, a rhythmic 3-minute routine that millions of Japanese people perform together, from school children to office workers to grandparents. Created in 1928, Radio Taiso has survived wars, generations, and modern trends because it works. It's not a workout. It's not yoga. It's not stretching. It's continuous, flowing movement, arm circles, forward bends, side stretches, light knee lifts, gentle spine rotations, everything done in a rhythm that feels almost like Tai Chi, but simpler, lighter, and universally accessible. A study of 8,000 older adults found that those who practiced Radio Taiso daily had 40% fewer falls, 55% less chronic back pain, significantly better hip and shoulder mobility, better mood and energy upon waking. The secret? These movements activate and lubricate the joints by stimulating synovial fluid, the natural oil that keeps joints gliding smoothly. After age 50, synovial fluid dries up fast. Radio Taiso reawakens it. And the beauty? It's only 3 minutes and 15 seconds long. You can do it barefoot in your living room, in pajamas, while waiting for your tea to boil. Tip for best results: do it right after waking, when your hormonal profile is primed for muscle activation and your mind is most responsive. It's not stretching, it's renewal. Number 4, deep squat rest, the lost human posture. If you walk through a park in Tokyo, you'll see something Westerners rarely do. 70 and 80-year-olds casually relaxing in a deep squat, heels down, hips open, spine long, chatting, reading, trimming plants. Meanwhile, most Western adults over 50 can't squat comfortably for even 10 seconds. Not because they're weak, not because they're too old, but because they've spent decades living in chairs, a modern invention that slowly removes mobility from the hips, ankles, and spine. In Japan, squatting isn't a workout, it's part of daily life, and that's why it's powerful. A landmark 12-year study of 5,000 seniors found that those who could hold a deep squat for 2 minutes had 70% lower chance of needing assisted living, better hip flexibility, better pelvic floor health, fewer spine issues, stronger knees into their 80 seconds. Biomechanically, the deep squat opens the hips, stabilizes the core, strengthens the pelvic floor, nourishes the knee joint, improves ankle mobility, and decompresses the lower spine. Tip: start by holding onto a chair or wall. If your heels lift, place a towel under them. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds and build gradually. This isn't about strength, it's about reclaiming how the human body was designed to sit and rest. Once you regain this posture, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. But past 60, the sponge dries up. Your muscles stop responding the way they once did. You can walk for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, even an entire hour, and still lose muscle mass month after month. Not because you're lazy, not because you're doing something wrong, but because walking doesn't trigger the signal your aging muscles desperately need to stay alive, strong, and functional. And that's the scary part. Most seniors don't even notice this decline happening until it becomes visible. The thighs get softer, the back feels weaker, balance becomes shaky, stairs start feeling steeper, and standing up from a low sofa suddenly requires a small strategy. It's not aging, it's biology. And the truth is simple. Walking protects your heart, but walking does almost nothing to protect your muscles, especially the ones seniors need the most, the muscles that keep you independent, upright, stable, and safe. And this is where the problem begins. The muscles that weaken first after 60 are not the ones you see in the mirror. They're the ones deep inside. The stabilizers around your hips, the glute muscles that control balance, the inner thighs that prevent falls, the deep core that keeps your spine upright. Walking doesn't activate these. Not enough. Not deeply, not forcefully. That's why seniors who walk daily can still feel weak, stiff, and unstable. Because walking strengthens endurance, not power. And after 60, power is what keeps you alive. Let me repeat that with full weight. After 60, strength and power decline faster than any other physical ability, even faster than endurance, which is why long walks can make you feel active. But your legs tell a different story. Heavier, tighter, slower, less responsive, more tired the next day. Not because you're out of shape, but because you're using the wrong tool. It's like trying to fix a loose screw with a hammer. The effort is real, the intention is good, but the tool was never designed for the job. And this brings us to the real truth. If you want to slow down aging, protect your joints, walk without fear, climb stairs with confidence, keep your legs strong, and stay independent for the next 20 to 30 years, you need one thing: muscle activation exercises that directly fight anabolic resistance. Exercises that wake up the deep muscles. Exercises that send a loud signal to the body. Build strength, not later, now. And the most powerful one? It's not a gym workout. It's not lifting weights. It's not yoga. It's not stretching. It's a simple ancient practice used across China, Japan, Korea, and traditional martial cultures for over 1,000 years. A practice still used by older martial artists who move with the strength and balance of someone half their age. A single stance, a static posture, a quiet position that looks effortless, but transforms your lower body faster than any treadmill ever could. It's called the horse stance, and I promise you this, if you're over 60 and you add this one stance to your routine, even for just a few minutes a day, your legs, hips, knees, core, and balance will start changing in ways walking alone could never deliver. Not because it's magical, but because it does what walking cannot. It forces your muscles to activate. It triggers the power fibers that resist aging. It strengthens the stabilizers that prevent falls. It builds strength without strain. It improves balance without impact. It is the missing piece. And here's the surprising part. You don't need to go deep. You don't need to go wide. You don't need to go martial arts mode. You simply need to hold the position, even at a beginner height, and your body immediately knows what to do. Your thighs turn on, your core tightens, your hips stabilize, your posture rises, your breath deepens, your brain sharpens, all without moving an inch bar now. Before we go into how to do it safely, how long to hold it, and who should avoid it, I need you to understand something important. The horse stance is not an exercise. It's a message, sent directly from your muscles to your brain. A message that says, I am alive, I am active, do not let me shrink. Because when muscles shrink, independence shrinks, strength shrinks, mobility shrinks, life shrinks. But when muscles activate, everything changes. Energy rises, walking becomes easier, balance becomes automatic, stairs become lighter, daily tasks become smoother, and the beauty is, this transformation doesn't take months, it starts the moment you begin. And now we arrive at the part most people over 60 never learn, not because it's complicated, but because modern fitness culture hides simple ancient wisdom behind flashy machines and noisy routines. The truth is, the horse stance is one of the safest, most effective, joint-friendly strength practices on the planet, especially for seniors. And once you learn how to do it the right way, your body will feel the difference in less than 1 week, not because you're doing something extreme, but because you're finally giving your muscles what they have been begging for. Let's begin. How to do the horse stance senior-friendly, but forget the dramatic martial arts version. You don't need that. You only need the version, designed for stability, balance, and deep muscle activation. Stand with your feet slightly wider than shoulder width. Not too wide, just enough to feel grounded. Imagine you're planting your feet into the earth. Feel that connection. Breathe. Now slowly bend your knees. You're not dropping into a deep squat. You're simply sitting slightly into the position, like you're about to sit on a tall stool behind you. But your spine stays tall, your chest open, your shoulders relaxed, your eyes forward. Then stop, hold, and breathe slowly. Your thighs will wake up instantly, your hips will start stabilizing, your core will tighten on its own, your posture will straighten naturally. This isn't exercise. This is your body returning to life. You're not shaking because you're weak. You're shaking because your muscles are switching back on. That's all you need to do. Hold the stance, feel your body, stay grounded, stay calm. Even 20 seconds is enough to begin. How long should seniors hold it? You don't need minutes, you don't need endurance, you only need activation. Here is the senior safe guideline. Beginners, 15 to 25 seconds. Comfortable level, 25-40 seconds. Strong seniors, 40-60 seconds. Maximum, only if pain-free, 60-90 seconds. Not in one go, not with pressure. Just hold what your body allows. Rest. Repeat once or twice. That's it. How often should you do it? 3 to 5 times per week. Some seniors do it daily because it feels grounding and calming, like meditation for the lower body. If you walk daily, keep walking. But add this stance before or after your walk. Why? Because the stance switches on the muscles that walking cannot. Who should avoid or modify it? The stance is safe for nearly everyone, but there are a few exceptions. Those with severe knee arthritis, modification, needed. Those with acute hip pain. those with uncontrolled blood pressure, those with recent knee or hip surgery, those who cannot stand without support bar. But even here, the solution is simple. Bar, use a wall. Use a chair. Lower the stance height. Keep it shallow. Go slow. You can do a mini horse stance and still get the benefits. Br pain-free and controlled. That's the rule. Variations for seniors. Bar 1. Wall-supported horse stance. Lean lightly against a wall. Bend knees slightly. Hold and breathe. Perfect for knee sensitivity or balance issues. Br 2. Chair-assisted stance. Hold the back of a chair with both hands. Lower slightly. This keeps the posture tall and reduces pressure. Br 3. Micro-depth stance. Bend the knees only 5 to 10 degrees. Even this tiny version activates the deep stabilizers. Br depth does not equal benefit. Activation equals benefit. What you will feel within days. Most seniors report stronger thighs. Better balance. Bar. Less knee wobbling. Bar. Straighter posture. Bar. Easier stair climbing. Greater walking power. Bar. Less fear of falling. Bar. More confidence in the. Some report something even more meaningful. They feel younger. Not in age, in capability. Because the moment your legs return, your life returns. The real gift of the horse stance. Walking keeps you moving. But the stance keeps you standing. Bar. It protects your independence, your confidence, your safety, your dignity, the ability to rise from a chair, to climb stairs without fear, to walk without dragging your feet, to stand in a grocery line without tension, to maintain the strength that aging tries to take away. This is not a workout. This is a declaration to your future self. I will not fade. I will not weaken quietly. I will stay strong on my own terms. Every second you hold the stance is a message your muscles understand deeply. I am still here. I am still active. Do not let me shrink. And your body listens, every time, at any age, even at 60, 70, 80 or beyond. Strength is not a number, it's a signal, and you have the power to send it. So the next time you go for your walk, remember, walking keeps you alive, but the horse stance keeps you capable. You don't need machines, you don't need gyms, you don't need long workouts. You just need a stance, a breath, a moment, and the decision to reclaim the strength that is still inside you, waiting, ready, and yours,